Welcome again to Dumaguete IELTS, IELTS Speaking Part 1. Today's topic is work and study, which is a very common question at the beginning of Speaking Part 1. So let's begin. This video will be longer than usual because I'm going to give you example answers from both work and study questions. So I've put them both together. So we're going to begin with work questions. So, do you work? Do you have a job? Are you working? Are you employed? All of these have exactly the same meaning. Another thing to note is that in English, it's very unusual to say, what is your job? We usually say, do you have a job, to find out if that person has a job. And when they've said that, if they have a job, we will say, what do you do? We never really say, what is your job? It sounds unusual, so it's something you wouldn't hear very often. Okay, so do you have a job? So again, answer, reason, supporting information, extra information. Now I've given a range of yes and no. I work for a large technology company as a computer programmer. Or you could use the company name. I work for Google as a computer programmer. I work as a shop assistant in a retail store. I'm an English teacher at a high school in the centre of the city. I'm currently working as a research assistant for the local government. So these are some ways to express your job. If you don't have a job, give the answers. I don't have a job. I left my last job a few months ago. I am unemployed. I didn't like my last job, so I gave it up. Again, using expressions, these phrasal verbs, and common collocations. I'm looking for a job at the moment. I haven't found anything suitable yet. I am out of work. My company laid me off after a downturn in business. So these cover yes, these cover no. Okay, common questions. Do you like it, or do you like your job? Is there anything you dislike about your job? In your job, what are your responsibilities? And why did you choose your job? Finally, if you could choose a different job, what would you choose? Okay, just to save time, again, I'm going to give one example from each question. The first one I did because it's the kind of introduction question, so I gave you more of the range and demonstrated it a bit more. But now I'll just be doing one from each answer, each question, which you can also stop the video anytime and review it, rewatch the whole thing, whatever you want to do. Not really. The only problem is that jobs are so scarce these days that if you quit, it might be a nightmare to get a new job. The market is very competitive. Okay, so we have, yes, I love it. It's okay. Not really. No, I loathe it. Loathe means really hate. Is there anything you dislike about your job? Let's use this one. Nothing. I love all aspects of it. The environment, the people, the work, the satisfaction in what I do. I think I'm very lucky. In your job, what are your responsibilities? My main duties are to ensure that my boss has up-to-date documentation, all of of his or her meetings and organize his or her appointments. Why did you choose this job? My family and I discussed it and felt it would be a good choice. It is an in-demand job, so I can plan my future without having to worry about losing my job. If you could choose a different job, what would you choose? That's easy. I would have chosen to be a musician and be in a band, but there is no security in that unless you become famous. And this is incredibly difficult to do. Now, moving on to study. Again, we have 6 questions. What subjects are you studying? Do you like your subject? Why did you choose it? Do you like being a student? Are you looking forward to working? And finally, do you prefer to study in the mornings or in the afternoons? Okay. What subjects are you studying? I am majoring in business management, which is a 3-year course. After I graduate, I hope to pursue a master's degree in the same field. Do you like your subject? Yes, I enjoy it. Out of all the things I could have chosen, this subject stood out and was the best of the bunch. I'm glad that I made this choice. It was a wise move. Why did you choose this subject? Actually, it was not my choice. I had no idea about what I wanted to do, so I asked a friend to help me decide, and my parents, of course. It was a collective decision. Do you like being a student? Definitely not. I know this is a means to an end. If I want to get a decent job in the future, then I need to go through school and graduate. I'm just not cut out to study. And again, not cut out means it's not for me. I'm not suitable for it. And again, these are idioms we use to be cut out for something or not cut out for something means suitable or not suitable. It beats working means it's better than working. Mhm. A means to an end means you're doing something to achieve something else. Okay. The others, pretty sure you know what they mean. Are you looking forward to working? Let's see. I haven't I haven't thought too much about it. I have another 2 years of study, then I might do my postgraduate and even a PhD. If I take this route, I will be studying for at least the next 6 to 7 years. Do you prefer to study in the mornings or in the afternoons? I am an early bird, so I love getting up at the crack of dawn. I am much more focused in the morning than at any time of the day. I try to do everything before 11 a.m. Okay, this is the end of the lesson. Stop the video, watch it as many times as you like, choose answers that you feel are more suitable to you, adjust the vocabulary slightly, but remember, these answers are using perfect grammar, perfect vocabulary, etc. So if you change them, make sure you're changing them and still using correct vocabulary. These examples are, as you would expect, correct. And this is what you're trying to do. Make sure that your mistakes are minimal. Yes. Okay, as a final piece of advice, please make sure you know the details of the course or degree you're taking, or the name of the company in full, so you can talk about it. Make sure you have these details. If you're not sure, write them down, research them. You should know them. Most people do know, but if you don't know exactly how to explain it, make sure you research that information and practice it. Again, this is the end of the video, and thank you for your time. There will be more to follow.